What's up, guys?
Welcome back. So today we're heading out and it is currently, let me show you. It is currently 11:45 p.m. Okay, where is the darn time? There it is. It is currently 11:45 at night. We just got home from church. Got dressed. I don't even know if you can see us right now. Got dressed and or changed our clothes. Got everything packed up in the car in an hour, and we're heading out. We're driving through the entire night for, what is it, Daniel? How long is it?
It is going to be 8.5 hours. Yep,
8.5 hours.
So it's probably going to be like nine hours.
We're supposed to get there at 8:23 in the morning, but obviously we're going to stop a bunch of times for breakfast, to sleep, eat, whatever. So we are going to be staying with my parents for Thanksgiving at their house in Georgia. So we're super excited. Join us for the trip and we will show you what it's like to do dialysis on the road. We might literally be doing dialysis through the night, but it depends on if we're even up to the challenge. If not, Daniel will do his dialysis when he gets over there. Time is it?
It is 1:54, almost 2 o'clock in the morning. And Carla and I are officially switching.
I was dying.
Drove for like 2 hours, thank you. We are still in Florida.
And we still have 6.5 hours left. But I did the first 2 hours.
Yeah, thank you.
We just stopped for some gas. I'm giving all the updates you're supposed to give.
It was about halfway, the gas, so I put like $40. We filled this up to the tippity toppity.
To Dunkin's because Panera was closed.
Yeah, it was
and
hungry.
We both forgot that today, and we got, what did you get?
Plain bagel, cream cheese.
Plain bagel. I got an everything bagel, but it's way too early for me to eat. It is currently 7:11 in the morning. It is just way too early, but it's already nice and cold outside. It's 50 degrees, but yeah, we forgot that today is Thanksgiving Day, so a couple of things are closed. Yeah, a couple of things are closed.
Yeah,
But at least we got some food. We're almost there. We are 7 minutes away and it is so beautiful over here. I'm kind of sad because the trees have just about lost all their leaves, so we're not going to get all the fall colors. But we've been seeing some fall colors and it's good enough for me. And then I'm also really excited because we are almost there and we just passed Walmart. So there's going to be a Walmart like 7 minutes away from my parents' house. So far it's just beautiful out here. I love it. Mountains everywhere, which is exactly what we wanted. The views are beautiful. So we got to my mom's house at about 8 or 9 in the morning, which wasn't bad for our trip. And so we got in, we got settled. They have their home in a beautiful area, and as soon as we got all the bags settled, the dialysis supplies brought into the house, I helped my mom decorate their house for Christmas, and it was super nice. So this is more like a vacation home right now for my parents. Eventually they want to live here full time, I think, but right now it's a great spot for us to come and relax and have fun. So enjoy some footage of me helping put the Christmas tree together. Alright, so the events from the last couple of clips that you just watched actually took place like 3 weeks ago, and we have since already come home, and we were actually just out Christmas shopping with, you know, Mr. Yoro and I were out Christmas shopping. So what took place during those last couple of clips was really fun. We were out in Georgia and we were having a good time, but Daniel was feeling under the weather, and after we drove through the night and got to Georgia, he slept for like 5 hours and then woke up and he was just feeling gunky. And of course I attributed that to we just drove through the night, and on top of that you slept like 5 or 6 hours. Who would not feel gunky after that?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Daniel literally the next day started feeling very sick. We went to Walmart with my stepdad. He dropped us off and we were just doing some shopping, and yeah, he was not feeling good.
That Friday I was feeling pretty crappy. It was a little rough. We drove in when?
We got there Thursday morning, which is Thanksgiving.
Right, and I slept, which wasn't all that bad. I didn't feel bad driving or anything like that.
Yeah, you drove the whole way.
And I preached that night too, you know?
Yeah.
So it really wasn't bad. I felt fine. What was rough was after I woke up, I started feeling really crummy, like really crummy. And it wasn't so much like I was nauseous or anything like that. I was just tired. I felt really exhausted, and I was a little. Culver's has the curd burger here.
Oh yeah, we saw that last time.
So I was feeling really bad. Really bad, and it wasn't like I was throwing up or anything like that. And it wasn't anything like crazy, like physical like that. It was I was just exhausted, and even with my condition, I'm normally not that tired. I know some people are, you know, that's fine. It's whatever. But I knew that something was off because I'm normally not like that. I was sleeping.
Like you couldn't recover, no matter how much you rested. You couldn't recover.
I couldn't. No.
Yeah.
I was sleeping
not normal
a lot. My memory was doing really poorly, really like scary poorly. There were things that were happening throughout the day that I thought were a dream, and there were things that I was dreaming about that I thought were real. Like it was just Carla and I and my mother-in-law and my father-in-law in the cabin in Georgia. I dreamt that my whole family was there, like my mom, my sister, Carla's sister, her husband, my sister, her husband, the kids. Like I dreamt that they were there, and I thought that they were. It was insane. It was insane. Can eat, right?
And by the way, we are like in full. Oh, yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like, show me your shirt. Que lindo. He has this really
Happy
cute shirt.
holidays.
Today was like a Christmassy day at church. And then I am wearing this sweater from Macy's. I got it when I worked at Macy's when I was in nursing school.
Like 4 years ago.
7 years ago. Insane.
You old.
I am old. And then I have this really cute shirt that I got from Shein, and it's like a crop shirt, so I just threw it underneath this and gave it a collar, and then I accented the pink in the outfit with this really cute headband that I honestly think you got this for me.
Probably.
Anyways. And then well, he used to work at Walgreens, and when things went on sale, he would just buy it.
Just take them.
And then I have these really cute shoes that I bought yesterday. They are like a pink leathery or leather material, and then they're like super high. They're Converse, and so yeah, they have Sherpa laces and lining. Just the coolest shoes.
That word is so interesting.
So yeah, Daniel's memory was acting funky,
Really bad.
and then so I started getting really worried. And so I remember like he fell asleep on the couch, and I just turned to my mom and I said, something's wrong. And it was funny because not funny, but she was like, Carla, he's fine. And technically he was, like, he was still walking around, he was still talking, like his strength was getting, like he was getting weak, but like he had not been feeling great for about a week. He thought maybe he was getting like a cold or something like that, which he does fine, just, you know, with colds, it's just he needs a lot of sleep. It's a very rural area, which is why we love going there. And so we get to the hospital. It was this tiny hospital, you guys. And so once we start telling them, you know, that I mean, by that night, because that's when we got there Thursday morning, had fun on Thanksgiving, and then Friday night is when my parents went out to go get some pizza, and I looked at him and I said, Daniel, we need to go to the hospital. And he's like, take me. And for Daniel to say, yes, take me to the hospital, and not to continue to fight me on it, means he's really not okay. Yeah, if you don't know our story, Daniel got sick with COVID in 2021, lost his renal function, among a bunch of other chronic things that he's dealing with, but the major one is kidney failure. He also has some lung damage, but other than that, he is independent and able to do a lot of things. Obviously he's driving. And then they thought that he was uremic, which means the toxin built up in his body, and he probably needed some sessions of hemodialysis. And again, if you don't know our story, Daniel dialyzes at home, and it's a gentler dialysis called peritoneal dialysis. But how did you feel when they told us that the hospital we were in, this small town hospital in Blairsville, Georgia, where we were vacationing, didn't even have a dialysis machine? They had dialysis centers, but they didn't have a dialysis machine in the hospital. And they were like, he has to go to Atlanta, which was like, 2.5 hours away.
This is where people get murdered in the hospital and no one finds out.
No. They were just a small hospital. I was so surprised they didn't even have a dialysis machine.
I was extremely surprised.
Extremely surprised, because I'm like, what if one of the dialysis patients that live in the area get hospitalized?
You'd have to drive further.
What would you guys do? People have to get they had a little helicopter. People kept having to get airlifted. While we were there, we were told that the helicopter had taken off multiple times. And I want to hear from you, how was that, hearing that you're gonna have to get transferred?
It wasn't bad. It wasn't my first time in an ambulance, and it wasn't EMS. It was an EMS, emergency service vehicle, but they didn't have to turn on the lights and speed to get me to the hospital. So it was fine. It wasn't my first ambulance ride. The only thing is that I was really reluctant. I was arguing a little bit with Carla, but I stopped. I stopped fighting after we got to the hospital, because I know it helps.
Virginia?
Yeah. Thank you. I stopped arguing with Carla because I know it helps her to feel a little better when I'm not arguing with her. Not only that, but she's a nurse. I trust her opinion. So when I argue with Carla, it's not that I trust her opinion. I don't want to do what she wants me to do. I mean, I know that sounds like simple.
You don't like being baby, though.
No, it is that simple. I just don't want to do it. So I argue. Which is why most people argue, because they don't want to do something. Anyway, the ambulance ride wasn't bad. It was super chill. I slept for a little bit of it. But I was really worried and a little frustrated because Carla was following by herself behind us. So how was that experience for you?
They took these back roads through the mountains, through state parks where people hike and stuff, taking these little roads, winding through the mountains of Georgia, of North Georgia. When I tell you it was the most intense drive of my life, I'm not even kidding. And then the people driving over there are so used to driving over there, they were going up and down these mountains at 70 miles an hour. Guys, the ambulance was about 10 minutes in front of me because it took me a while to get to my car and put everything into the GPS. And so I drove down that mountain so quickly because I got so freaked out. I was by myself in the mountains, the sun's coming down, that I caught up to the ambulance. Guys, this was a mess. I'm telling you, this vacation took such a bad turn.
Really rough.
And so we had to go stay in a hotel 15 minutes away from the hospital so my parents could find.
I felt terrible. I did.
And can we just say, kudos to my parents, who they were such a big help.
Yeah, they stuck it through with us.
Yeah, if we would have been by ourselves on vacation and this happened, which, by the way, we had no inklings that Daniel was sick or anything before we went, other than he just felt tired. But we just didn't think anything.
I wasn't doing that bad. No. I really wasn't. But
it was a series of unfortunate events that I don't know. I mean, there's things we could have maybe prevented, but at the same time,
not much.
You can't control what's gonna happen. It's been insane. And thank you if you stuck for the entire story. I know that was kind of chaotic, but
it would a few places. Thank you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what other questions you have, and we'll try to answer. So Bye, guys.